watching out. For you, this is NewsWatch 12 at 4.
We've been seeing more rain and snow out there today, making roads slippery in our higher elevations. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 4. I'm Haley Gravitt.
And I'm Tim Quidadamo. With Thanksgiving just a few days away, will more wet and wintry weather impact travel ahead of the holiday? Let's check in with Stormwatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman to hopefully get some of those answers. Matt, it's been a busy couple of weeks. How are things looking?
Well, we're going to transition into a much quieter weather pattern just in time for Thanksgiving, but there's still going to be some problem areas out there over the next couple of days. So outside right now, we have a lot of clouds, scattered rain and higher elevation snow impacting southern Oregon and northern California. 44 in Wairika, it's 45 in Medford, and we're right around 40 in Mount Shasta and Klamath Falls. You can see bands of rain and higher elevation snow impacting the region. Some rain now pushing back into Medford, some steady shower activity as you head back towards Grants Pass and Cave Junction, and then rain and snow showers impacting portions of Siskiyou County and then up into the east side. A winter storm warning above 4,000 feet continues for south central Siskiyou County through early tomorrow morning. Let's check out some of these roads in southern Oregon and northern California. The east side, very slick and slippery conditions along 140 through Quartz Mountain Pass. As we head up through the Cascades, we do have some very slippery conditions up towards Diamond Lake. Just wet roads at Lake of the Woods, but snow showers will continue tonight. So if you are planning to travel into tomorrow morning, there will still be some slick and slippery conditions in those higher elevations. Just some wet roads at Black Butte Summit, and doesn't look too bad right now at Snowman Summit along Highway 89. So lingering rain and snow showers tonight. Snow levels will drop to about 3,000 feet or so as we go through the day tomorrow. Lingering rain and snow showers, but it does look like we'll progressively dry out into the afternoon. Skies turning partly cloudy and chilly conditions expected. Highs will be running below normal for this time of the year. 48 in Medford and 40 for Klamath Falls. After tomorrow, we're done with rain and snow, but we may still see some slick roads Wednesday morning, and also we'll be concerned about some valley fog. I'll have more details on your forecast through Thanksgiving coming up in just a bit.
Matt, thank you. In our top story tonight, a barn in Ashland was left to ash today.
Jackson County Fire District 5 says it burned in a structure fire this morning. The two-story building caught fire near the Green Springs Highway intersection with Highway 273 southeast of Ashland. Highway 273 was closed while crews fought the blaze. Battalion Chief Jimmy Johnson telling NewsWatch 12 someone passing by alerted the homeowner. Johnson said that without the passerby, the fire could have spread to other buildings. And the holiday season typically brings much larger need for food banks, but with the season of giving, it also brings increases in donations typically. But
this year, local food banks say that they're seeing drastic decreases in donations, lowering the amount of food that they're able to give.
NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker spoke with local food banks about how they're handling the lack of donations.
The holiday season brings an increased need to local food banks, but with this year seeing a lower amount of donations than usual, shelves are empty like these ones right here. Food going from banks to families increases in the holiday season, but in a normal year, increased donations make up for this demand. This year, many banks are seeing empty shelves, relying on the state or grants to meet the need the community has. Because in the current economy, donations have decreased.
I think everybody's sort of feeling, the pinch right now. And so I think when you start to see your budget affected, then, people can get nervous.
Food banks have been able to still feed their communities, but with a long holiday season ahead, they've had to rely on alternative support. Agencies and pantries that give out food from the banks are seeing their lists of items become smaller, giving them less than they have had in the past.
They just don't quite get the things that they normally have been getting in the past. So we're doing our best. We do keep some in reserve for this kind of situation, but those got depleted real quick.
The Josephine County Food Bank says they received half, if not less than half, of the normal donations for this time of the year. While more people are hosting food drives, even those are not as successful as they've been in the past. So they're asking the community for help and helping to meet the local need for food.
Any little bit can help. So with $1, we can provide 4 meals. And so, just small monetary donations can make a huge impact. Or, 1 can of food may not seem like a lot, but it helps to kind of stretch a family's budget as they're going to the grocery store.
You can find information on ways to support your local food bank on our website, kdrv.com. In Medford, Rocky Walker, NewsWatch 12.
As Rocky just reported, holiday food needs are rising, and the good news is we can all help.
Yeah, NewsWatch 12 and Ray's Food Place working together for this year's Stuff the Truck campaign. With your help, we plan to stuff a truck this holiday season with your food donations. When we were at Ray's Food Place in Central Point, we caught David Curran in the act of donating to our Stuff the Truck campaign.
I think there's a lot of beautiful people that have been helping a lot of folks, but we all know if you take a look around a little bit, there's a lot of people that need some help. Some of them want help, some of them don't want help, but the reality is that it's hard in their situations to be able to figure out how to navigate that.
But it is easy to donate. You can donate $25 at any Ray's Food Place for a prepackaged bag of groceries worth $40. You can also donate in other amounts on our website, kdrv.com.
Onto a traffic alert. Public schools in Central Point are on break this week, but Jewett Elementary School is getting attention in the community.
Yeah, some residents are pushing for a designated street light at the crosswalk leading up to the school so drivers can see pedestrians at night. NewsWatch 12's Leave column joins us live outside Jewett Elementary School in Central Point.
Leave, with the sun setting in a little more than an hour, where's the closest light source for people that are using this crosswalk?
Well, Tim Haley, the closest streetlight to this intersection is on Laurel between 9th and 10th, just about 600 feet away from Jewett Elementary. I'll actually step behind the camera and show you right now. It's right over here. Some residents say that's not enough when dusk falls. North 10th Street is part of a school zone running perpendicular to the main strip on East Pine. So the area gets its share of traffic from cars and pedestrians. John Williams has lived in the neighborhood near Jewett for 11 years. He told me he's always noticed how dark the intersection is, but it wasn't until a near miss with a pedestrian one night that he spoke out in support of more lighting.
There's a car parked on the side right before the crosswalk, and by the time I got to that car, there was people standing right in front of it. I mean, if they would have stepped out there, I probably would have hit them.
Williams posted his idea to Facebook on November 20th, getting more than 100 reactions from locals. I reached out to Central Point's Public Works Department, and they told me they've started the process requesting a streetlight through Pacific Power. Now, coming up on our special edition after Monday Night Football, we'll find out how the lack of lighting at Jewett compares to other elementary schools in Central Point. Live in Central Point, Leave column, NewsWatch 12.
Leave, thank you. Pacific Power, meanwhile, is reminding customers to be cautious of fraud. It sent an advisory today to warn about scammers posing as utility representatives. Pacific Power says this activity tends to increase around this time of year. It says, for example, scammers often say service will be interrupted in the next hour and demand payment. Pacific Power says it won't contact customers demanding immediate payment to avoid same-day service disconnection.
And an Oregon state representative from Grants Pass is asking the federal government to investigate Oregon's climate protection program. Representative Dwayne Yunker is criticizing the Oregon Environmental Quality Commission's reinstatement of the program last week. He sent a letter today to the EPA administrator. Yunker requested immediate suspension of $197 million in federal climate funding pending a federal investigation of Oregon's program.
Another Southern Oregon state representative is planning 2 town halls next week. Republican Mark Owens is teaming up with State Senator Lynn Findley and Senator-elect Mike McLean for town halls in Vail and Burns. You can see the times, dates, and locations listed on your screen right now. Their districts include Lake County. The events allow district residents to share thoughts about legislative priorities. Today, Oregon Shakespeare Festival is announcing the productions for its 90th performance season. OSF lists 9 productions for 2025, starting with William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar at Angus Bowman Theater in March. It shares the venue with Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, March through October. August Wilson's Jitney is at that theater March through July. Then Shane runs July 31st through October at Angus Bowman Theater. OSF's Thomas Theater hosts Fat Ham March through June, then Shakespeare's As You Like It April through October. Quixote Nuevo runs at the Thomas Theater July through October. And OSF's Allen Elizabeth Theater features Shakespeare's The Merry Wives of Windsor and Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods from late May into October.
And in Siskiyou County, early season snow is causing a green light for Mount Shasta Ski Park. Today, the park announced its opening day for the ski season is Wednesday, December 11th. The ski park's office says it has a lot of work to do and its crew is already busy. It also has jobs available for the season. Interested applicants can look for opportunities at skipark.com/employment. Its opening day runs 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And another sign of the season is NewsWatch 12's Holiday Toy Drive.
One of my favorite signs of the season, NewsWatch 12, U.S. Cellular, and Grange Co-op are collaborating for our annual toy drive again this year. We're asking for community support to help provide toys for children in need. We want to thank you for sharing new unwrapped toys at our Red Barrel donation locations. The toys go to children in the CASA program, and in Jackson County, they go to the Children's Advocacy Center to support its effort to support our children.
Toy is more than a toy. It's a symbol or a representation that there are people who care about them and that they are having an experience that is as close to normal or what they perceive as normal as any other child in our community.
The role of the CAC, we're a completely separate entity from DHS or law enforcement. We are a community partner that our entire role is just to pull up alongside a family and support them when they have had a traumatic event happen.
U.S. Cellular is committing to the toy drive here in Southern Oregon and Northern California. We're working with the Child Advocacy Center and CASA, so just really looking to give that gift of connection, looking for new toys for ages 1 through 12.
If you're looking to donate, unwrapped gifts can be dropped off at any U.S. Cellular or Grange Co-op location in Jackson, Josephine, Curry, Klamath, and Siskiyou counties. You can find more information on our website, kdrv.com.